Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Bill again. So another batch of my fairly cheap EDC and survival gear stuff came in from Lazada, Shopee, and Amazon US, and a couple other places. Now I got broken into some of the stuff already and checked it out, and there's a couple things I'm doing which I'll explain in a second. But let me go over what I got here just so you can see what's come in. Let me lower this camera here so you get a good view. All right, so a couple things. I was able to pick up these keychain lights. Now, I've opened these and I've actually discharged most of them because I'm going to use them in some testing here. But they have a little clip, a bottle opener, a magnet, and they're all USB chargeable. And these are, I think they're $1 each. So again, in my theme of you can never have too many of these USB types of lights, I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these guys, maybe 7 or 8, I don't know. And they all come with a little charger, and they all have a magnet on the back. I mean, and they have a little stand. But bottom line is lighting, right? So I picked up a whole bunch more of these little lights. The description and link will be here above. So let me kind of move those off to the side. And again, with some lighting, I got these guys really cheap too. Let me show you these. So these are just USB-based little lights. They come with their own little charger too. Again, it's just making sure that I have a lot of USB-based lights. These are cheap and on sale. I picked up 4 of these. They're all rechargeable via USB. So I just keep stacking lights, because when you need lights, you need lights. Again, I picked up a couple of these. These are a little more expensive, and they're actually a little nicer build lights. Now, I drained the power already on these guys because, again, I'm going to use these lights for some testing, which I'll explain in a second. But these are kind of neat little lights. They were cheap. Yeah, portable USB lights. And it's kind of neat because these act as a power bank as well. I'm not sure how long they'll last. But, again, more lights. And the last bit of lights, I picked up a whole bunch of these little USB flex lights and these little USB dongle lights. These were, I think, 5 cents each on sale. So I just picked up a whole dozen of these. Now the reason I kind of want these kind of lights, and I don't know if I have any power in this one yet, but let's see. Okay, so I have these USB power banks, right? I bought 5 or 6 of them on the cheap, and they just take one of these little lithium rechargeable batteries that I bought as well. So basically I have these little power banks, solar chargeable, USB chargeable, but I can now take these little lights and I can set these things here and set them up as lights, or if you want a flex light, I think this one should come on as well, right? So again, my concern with all these lightings, and I honestly believe I have enough now, is I wanted to make sure that in a power out situation, I have more than enough lights that I can use in a situation. So let me show you. So this is what the little charger looks like. It's just a plastic casing, a little bit of circuit board. These don't even come with adapters, but it's like I have a bunch of them now. And you basically just end up with one of these little USB banks. And these banks are great, right? Because you use the rechargeable and you're up and running. So let's see what else I got for you today. I picked up a bunch of little knives. I've been in a little knife kick. So this is a Gerber branded little flip knife. You know, it's small in size. It's actually got a good blade to it. It locks into place. I'm really happy about this as a little pocket knife or a part of my EDC kits, which I'm going to make. I picked up a little bit bigger knife. Now this is by GW, and this was on sale. It's a little fancier than what I would normally consider, but it also has a longer, skinnier, pokier blade, right? So this is, you know, and it hard locks as well. I got to squeeze the lock here. So I picked up this knife, and the price will be shown here above. But it was on sale. It was a good little knife, and it's a medium size folding knife for your pocket, so I was happy about that. Like I said, I was on a mini knife kick, so I picked up a bunch of little tiny guys here, right? So these little tiny folding knives. I'll link some of these in the description. I don't know if I'll show the price on all of them, but again, these are all little tiny micro knives, and the reason I got these will be clear in a second. And then these are little keychain freebies. They're cute, I guess. They're, you know, just a little box opener, I guess. Anyway, so I got a couple of those. Now, the reason I picked up these little knives, and let me jump right into it, is I'm going to eventually build out several everyday carry bags, right? So I have the Gentleman Stash bag, which is actually a small size bag. I'll do a big review on these bags, so I'm just gonna touch them real quick. But I got this guy, I got the Maxpedition, which is a little bit larger. And then I got a bag here from, I can't remember the company's name, Alpaca, right? So, and I got this one in red because I was thinking this is going to contain maybe some medical stuff. So if I want to go out with more than just Band-Aids. But there will be a review because I have like 5 or 6 of these other little bags coming in. And I'll do a review specifically on how I kit these bags out. I picked up a little folding knife, fork, spoon kit. I think it was $1. It'll be listed here, whatever it was. It wasn't very expensive to add to my stash. Now, I haven't even opened these yet. These are little micro pins. So let's take a look and see what I have in it. It's called the Telepin. Smallest pin in the world is what it claims. And it actually comes with 3 little cartridges, and I'm hoping that one cartridge is already in here. But I can lose this ring, and I can carry a pin. Let's see, where's the pin? Is it screwed in? I have to see here. Oh, you just pull hard on it. So it telescopes out, and it already has a little cartridge in there already, but it collapses nice and small. And basically what I get is, I picked up 2 of these, so I can have a little pin in one of my EDC carry cases. I think they overpackaged these, but that's fine. So I picked up a couple of these. They weren't expensive compared to like space pins and all these other things. But the reality is you're not going to be using these pins that much. You don't need to spend on an expensive space pin that can write in rain and write upside down. You just need something to sign something every once in a while. A couple P81s, they're a little bit bigger size. So I picked up a couple of these, got them online. I picked up, again, along the line of the micro stuff, this is just a poker / toothpick. You know, you can see it's really, really fine tip, really sharp here. And the idea of this is just so if I need to punch a hole in something, canvas bag to sew or pop something, I have a little poker in there. And then these were on sale. These are USB electric lighters, right? They're long reaching. I got these from Amazon. They come with their own cable as well. I haven't even tested these out yet, but a USB rechargeable based lighter is what it is in the essential, and it's got a long reach on it. So those came in. I'm really happy about it. Now, there's going to be a whole nother video eventually, but I have picked up, and I will link them all in the description here, a bunch of these foldable solar panels, right? So this one's supposed to be 21 watt, and these have USB 1.5 amp, I think, ports built in. You don't even, they already have the generator, charging inverter, whatever thing built right into it. So these can be used to charge, again, all those lights I got. That one is very similar to the one I got here from Ryno Tuff, which is branded, and I got this from the US. I got 2 of these guys. Now these are like twice as expensive, but I wanted to compare the one you get from China on Lazada to the 20 watt Ryno Tuff one, which is almost exact similar. The panels look a little nicer, but same setup. It's got the USB. So I got 2 of these just because if I'm charging a bunch of small things, right? Now I have my large solar panels that I can charge the generator and some other stuff with, but I wanted on hand a bunch of these little solar things. Now this one was very cheap, and I think it's 3 watts only. But again, if I'm just charging lithium batteries and stuff like that, I want to see how this compares for the price, because this was extremely cheap. as well as this NSS mobile charger right now. This one has USB and DC out. This one is supposed to be 16 watts as it claims here. But these panels, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these, are primarily going to be used for charging USB devices like phones, all these batteries, all these lighters, all these lights. It's amazing what kind of stuff you can get cheap, right? So everybody does social media and everybody has a little USB light like this. But the incredible thing about this is these go on sale for, you know, 2 for $1. And at the end of the day, it's a USB light. It's nothing too fancy, but see if I got enough power. But it's light, you know, different settings, different light control, different colors. And you can pick these up literally for 2 for $1, you know, and you attach them to one of these batteries and you have light set up. So I'll probably end up keeping my eye open, and whenever I see something like this light come up, I'll just keep stacking them, right? It doesn't cost me anything. They're really cheap. And when you pair them with these little USB batteries, you get a USB light. I don't know how many I have now. I have a ton of them. But my thought process here is if I have all of these chargers, and I do, and I also have other ways to charge things in a long-term power out, like imagine the guys in Turkey and Syria right now with the 2 weeks no power from the earthquake. At a minimum, I have a bunch of disposable, basically, lights, right? So I can hand some out to family and say, look, you know, run this tonight, bring it back tomorrow, I'll charge it during the day. So that is this batch of stuff. It's kind of a hodgepodge of stuff. It all comes in randomly, and I have a bunch more stuff coming in. And I just keep stacking this stuff up. Now, out of this stuff, they're going to get 2 more videos from me. You're going to get a solar comparison between all these small, lightweight folding solar panels. And you're going to get an EDC bag video once I figure out how I want to configure the different bags and for which kind of uses. You know, it might be in the glove box of the car. It might be something I throw in my pocket when I go out. And it's just going to be a mix of stuff. So that's it. That is my 3rd haul of the year. I do appreciate you watching all the way to the end here. If you like this stuff, hit the like button. If you're new to my channel and you're not convinced yet about me, check out some of my other stuff and go ahead and subscribe. And with that, until next time, thank you.